don't know if you guys use Canva at all, but Canva is a really cool tool for creating. Now, I have a background in graphic design, but Canva is made it incredibly easy to do some really powerful stuff. So Mark was showing earlier in ChatGPT, he was able to generate a list of like 5 social media posts, right? Well, at that point, we still have to go in and we have to type them out manually, or if we go into Canva, we would have to find a specific template or something like that. But Canva has actually introduced a couple really new features that are cool to play around with. So I'm in Canva and I can just type in Instagram. It's going to pull up all of the different Instagram sized templates that I can access. So I'm just going to grab one of them and then go into customize this theme. So now that I have this, and I will make a note that you do have to have like a Canva account with them, but they do offer a free trial, so that's where I'm currently like positioned. But under the apps on this left hand side, they have this bulk create that is a feature that they just added. And so what we can do is we can take these social media posts and we can throw them into an Excel spreadsheet, and all we have to do is export or download them as a CSV file. And then once it does that, we can go back into Canva and we can hit this bulk create and upload that CSV file.
You had some blank ones on the end of that, but it may make those.
It should figure it out.
Okay.
So once I've uploaded that, I go into the actual tile itself. Here, let me open that up full screen. And then I just right click on it and then connect the data. And then what it'll do is it'll start pulling in all of the different posts. And so then I just go back over to this right-hand side, hit continue, and then it's going to pull all of those different rows from this spreadsheet, and it's going to start to generate posts for me.
Wow.
Yeah. So as I used to get paid to do like social media content creation, and it would be an entire week of my life that I would just be sitting here, typing in and then downloading. And there's a little bit of formatting that has to go into this.
Sure. But man, that's sweet.
Yeah. And then the really cool thing, so you're like, okay, now I've got all of these posts, I spend 10 minutes formatting. Then you just go to this share, and then you can download all of the pages at once, and it'll download into a PNG that's sized appropriately for Instagram, and then you're in good shape. Now, outside of that, I'll show you guys another little thing. You can go to business.facebook.com, and that's like a back end piece of business if you have like a business account. And if social media curation and management isn't something that you do anymore, hopefully, it's a good process to know, just so that you can help your staff out. But in the business.facebook, I'm under our workflow secrets account, and I've got access to a lot of different tools. The planner is where I'm currently at, and I can see a monthly calendar of all of the different posts that I have run or scheduled. And you can do some really cool stuff, including creating a post. Well, now I hit create a post. I can schedule it for my Instagram or my Facebook because they're both tied to Meta, the parent company. And then all I have to do is add those photos from the Canva that I exported. And then we're in business. So I've gone from, spending an entire day creating these and having to meticulously type them out and format them, to getting that part done in 30 seconds, maybe another 10 minutes of formatting. And then you download, and then you just start uploading your posts one at a time. Well, you can do one better too. And you can then take all of these posts and add them, and then maybe add in a prompt along the lines of I am creating Facebook posts for all
You can
of
tell he's got
the
young eyes.
so sorry. I'm creating Facebook posts for all of the copy listed below. Please create examples of post copy that would pair well with each of them. And then I like to put in input just so it understands. And we'll see if it'll do this for me. All right. So now what I do, or now what I have is I have a list of post copy, what it's written that's going to pair along with each of these different things that I now have social media titles for. So then I could just add that text in there and it'll go onto the top. I'll actually export this. And the cool thing about this too is you can choose all the pages, you can choose one of the pages, download it. Takes all of 10 seconds to download. Add photo, upload from there. And then we have a social media post.
Doesn't look like it did the emojis well though.
Yeah, so I think what's happening right there is my ad block might be doing that, but that could be an issue that I am running into. That's a good point. So a little bit of tweaking maybe, but I think this is a really cool feature for, again, that content creation. I could also go back in here and with these 5 posts, if in fact Canva isn't allowing me to do that, I could say, oh, this is great. Can you remove the emojis in this? And then it would give me the different pieces. Now, in the training where I was explaining how to do this, I have a list. I'll just regenerate it. But basically what I asked for was what is a list of the top 5 real estate books that have been published over the last 5 years. It's going to pop this out.
Gary Keller. Our book's not on there.
Oh man. It stopped seeding in 2021. So so then I can ask, based on this list, will you generate 5 quotes that I can use in a social media post
from these books? Or
yeah, based on this list. Yeah, so it's
okay, based
referencing
off
the
the
list,
okay, yeah.
generating 5 quotes that I can use in social media posts.
Wow.
And so now I have a list of quotes, and I could do the exact same process where I go in here, I paste them into a spreadsheet, I download the CSV.
Homeowner tips, things to prepare your house for sale. And you could just do all kinds of stuff there.
Right.
We'll create.
We spent hours racking our brains on these lists.
So C.O.R.E, when you can you create a CBS file into Chat GPT?
You could
Create what?
Create the list as a CSV file and just import it that way. What we just did, you could actually take that same list there and say, take that, create a CSV file from these quotes.
Can you create this into a CSV file? Yes.
Oh, perfect.
And then you just copy the code and paste it in.
Copy the code. See, yeah, you learned something, Corey.
I sure am. This is why I keep you guys around. We'll create,
Both create.
enter data manually.
Oh, does it? It needs the CSV file. Can you
Okay, I
paste it or
see.
not?
I see.
You would have to.
So it does
basically,
have to be an actual
it
file.
does have to be a CSV file, but you could just pull it up in your text editor, and do it. If it doesn't let you paste those in there, it might just let you paste those. Did it not? In the manual
looks like it
entry
did not.
side? No.
So you say pull it up and you can save as. Is
Save
that
as whatever.csv. Make sure you change it to not txt .csv and then change it to all files. There you go. And then .csv at the end.
Oh, all right.
That way it is a CSV file, even though it's a text CSV file.
And then connect data. Continue. And I did, just like Mark said, I had a couple extra columns, so it was going to create those. But then it opens it up in a secondary tab, so I'm not losing this first set that I had created. And there we go. So yeah, so that's another really cool way that we can utilize Chat GPT. We can utilize some really cool resources with Canva, which is, you know, a pretty easy. And I would like to think that I didn't stay in graphic design mostly because of great technology like this, right? But it gives us some really cool power. And like I said, perhaps we're not running our social media anymore. And if you're not, good for you. But being able to use these tools or understand them, you can start pointing your staff in a really powerful direction.